Welcome to Zero to Freedom, where we help real estate investors close more deals for free. Anything from negotiations to getting the MAO, to getting the contract signed, to even getting buyers and offering financing. In this video, I'm going to show you how I helped Miguel close a deal for over $6,000.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, it's good to meet you.
You too. How's things? You get to everything situated today?
Yeah, I just hope the Seahawks win today. I'm over in Washington, so I'm gonna hopefully see if these guys can pull it off today.
Yeah, big day.
Yeah, man.
Nice, man. Yeah, good to meet you for sure.
How about you? How are you doing? How are you doing?
Yeah, man, good. Things are going good. Just been in the office this morning, getting some work done. We're pretty busy, so just catch up on things and just keep on improving the systems and hiring people and training people and all that type of stuff, right? So, but it's going
no doubt. Yeah, man. After speaking to your team members, man, they're prompt. They're on top of things. They're just like, we're ready to go. That's what I love right there. Is just you're prompt. Let's do it. Like that type of energy.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Obviously, we're all in this to do really well, and they all have a lot of training and they work hard. And part of this, PropertyAlly is, we have to be on top of our game to help you guys make money, because if you're not making money, we're not making any money, right? So, everyone's doing their part and we're working hard. So it seems to be working out pretty well. So I'm excited for it. And, I think, this could help a lot of people for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. So I just want to take I won't take up too much of your time, but, it seems like, we had a pretty good deal there. It was a tough one. And,
It's going down. It was, yeah.
Your kind of experience a little bit working with us. So, hopefully, we can show others that, what's possible and kind of your story. So, yeah, maybe just introduce yourself a little bit. Tell me a little bit about, where you're from, what you do, and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. So I'm over in Washington State. My name is Miguel. I recently just left Amazon. I used to drive for them just because I figured in the entrepreneurship space, you have to be all in or all out. I finally realized that at this point, because there were a few times where I was on the job and I got some calls and I missed out on a commercial deal or something like that. But it's all just lessons, So now I have all my time back.
Being an entrepreneur is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. So I would highly recommend going all in on your passion and what your long-term vision is. If that's something you want, you're going to have to be willing to make sacrifices. For him, quitting his job was one of those.
And just be able to help people. That's the most important thing. If I can help sellers, like afterwards, like the money just comes effortlessly. It's not even it's no problem.
For sure, man.
It just flows.
That's what it's all about. People don't realize, and the cool thing about this deal actually is, after we closed it, that seller actually texted us and thanked them for helping them out of that deal, because, they went through 3 other essentially wholesalers or investors before this, and no one could help them out or find a solution or get a buyer for them. So after we closed it, they texted us just to thank us for helping them and being prompt and essentially doing what we say we were going to do. So that was pretty cool to see. Unfortunately, this seller was in a rough place. They had a lot of hardship. They went through a lot of other contracts with other wholesalers who were not able to fulfill on the contract. So when we came in, we actually did what we said we were going to do. We got the house sold, and they were very happy. And it's very rare actually for a seller to come back and actually thank you and actually for doing what you said you were going to do. So that was nice to see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real. That guy, he told me, man, he's like, hey, Miguel, look, we're in a rough spot. He's like, this is my childhood home. I just want to see it go to a good place. There's squatters, there's druggies. I would hate to just tear it down. And I was like, don't worry, man, we got you. And then we closed it. Matter of fact, I can read you the text he sent me right before they closed. It was kind of funny right here. Let's see here. He goes, I sure hope to see this closing date on the contract soon, and you guys don't back out like the rest of the riffraff I've dealt with. I never wanted to go this low, but understand, man, I need the cash. I go, dude, I feel it. I've been with tire kickers before. It's annoying, but don't worry, man, we got you. Any more inquiries, feel free to call me or my partner. We got you, man. And it worked out. It closed. It was a rough deal, like you said, though. It was like, for real.
Yeah, it's not easy. Washington's not tough. And I mean, so it was a tough one for sure. I know he was asking 140, and that deal kind of came. You gave us the lead, right? We could help you get on the contract. They wanted 140, and we were able to get them down to 99,000, which was really cool. And then, but all our buyers were coming in around 80, 90,000. So we were able to talk
Yeah.
the buyers up to, 105. So it wasn't a big deal, right? But, we're able to, squeaks, $6,000 out of the deal. And it was a win-win. We each made a little bit of money, but just as importantly, we're able to help that seller out of the situation, which, he wouldn't have been able to otherwise. So that was cool.
Yeah, when negotiations, it's always a balancing act, right? Sometimes the numbers are really tight. So sometimes your buyer will come in right where your contract price. So you might have to work your seller down a little bit and work your buyer up a little bit in order to make the deal work. And that's what we had to do on this deal. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we made it happen.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And after the deal closing, I can say, just for anyone watching also, if you guys are on the fence, man, I'm telling you this because me and Nick are in different states. And so if he was able to help me, because at first I was like, all right, he says he can close in any state. He says he's got boots on the ground. Let me really see about this. Okay. Yeah. And hey, Nick and the team, they came through, man. So for real, this is the real deal. Because I've been in programs before, but I don't call this a program. I call this a partnership, because it's like you guys really get things done, and vice versa. It's me and you. It's a two-way street.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate the confidence in us and giving us the chance, right? So, and that's what it's all about. We're going to do what we say we're going to do. So,
I've been in this business for almost 20 years now. I have a lot of real estate experience, from anything from doing construction to flipping houses to Airbnb, commercial, and wholesaling, right? So we have a really dialed in team. We have exact processes and systems for every single position. And we build this out like a franchise, so we can make sure that we're delivering on what we say we're going to do, and all of my team members are fully trained and capable of helping.
We got the experience, right? Been in this business for a long time, and we know what it takes and stuff like that. Tell me a little bit more about your experience. How many deals have you done? Is this your first deal, or how many of you where you at?
So this is my first deal with you guys. Yeah, 'cause I remember I did join Apex I think 2021 when you started.
Yeah,
and this is when I was still working kind of full time, so I didn't have as much time to really call those leads or stack those lists. Yeah. But now it's just like, it feels like as soon as I quit my job, it's like, boom, the first deal. Yeah. And then now the next one. I think I submitted a new lead yesterday, actually. I think they're working. They might be calling that seller right now as we speak. So just staying on top of it.
I saw it come in, and I know my team's on top of it. They're working today. They're calling. So
sweet.
For sure, man. That's good. Yeah. So what's kind of your biggest struggles? I know you didn't have much time, but is it getting the leads? Is it kind of closing the deals? I know you kind of passed this lead over, and we kind of managed really the whole thing for you. What's your biggest struggle you see yourself right now in your business?
Honestly, I think I just need to get Propstream. That's it, because I can just do those comps way easier. That's honestly about it. If I get Propstream again, which I'll probably just resubscribe here in like the next week or two. Yeah. If I can have that, because it shows you like mortgage history, taxes, what other cash sales have gone for. It's just perfect. It just shows you everything right there.
Yeah. So if you're not familiar, Propstream is just a resource to pull data nationwide. So on there, he can pull up any address, and you get the homeowner's information, along with all the different comps to kind of let you know what properties are worth in different markets other than your backyard.
So how did you get this particular lead? What was your kind of process of marketing? If you could walk me through that whole process to passing it over to us.
So this one was interesting because I actually grew up in Eastern Washington, which is kind of where it was at. And I saw this on a Craigslist posting, actually. And so I was like, nice. I just texted him back on the email, man, are you the homeowner? Blah, blah, blah. And we just got to know. The key is to just really get to know the individual, like find out what's happening. Because if you go into it just saying, all right, money, it can work, but somebody can also snake you out on that same energy. So if you really are here to provide value, it's just like, it just flows. I'm telling you, it just flows. Everything just flows.
Yeah, this is actually a really good tip here. He searched Craigslist for this deal, which is ultimately a free way of finding leads. So I highly recommend, if you're not utilizing Craigslist and other free resources to get leads, it's definitely a good way of doing that if you're on a small budget.
So yeah, just get to know the seller. It was him and his mom. I got to know. It was just cool to just be able to help facilitate that process for sure. And
nice. You Craigslist post, you just text them. You started a conversation, and you kind of got an idea of what he wanted. And did you make him an offer originally, or how'd that go from contacting them to you actually passing that lead to us so we can help you get it under contract?
Yeah. So after he wanted 140, I ran some comps for him, and then I gave him the real number. I think it was like 98K. I told him, and he kind of used some expletives. I'll be honest, but then I just provided him some comps and some real market data of what the property could go for, and then he finally came around. Because if I would have responded that same energy, I don't think it would have worked out.
Right.
I just kind of like stayed present and just gave him the info that he needed.
Yeah, I think a lot of people too, what you need to do is you need to educate them, right? I mean, some people have emotional attachment to properties, he might have. They have a set price in their head of what they want or maybe what they need, right? A lot of people won't sell because they need a certain amount, but that doesn't necessarily mean, what the house is worth, right? A house is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. Sometimes sometimes you have to educate people and let them know that, and what similar house they're selling for in the area. And, maybe they need a certain price, but, if they don't move off that, they're never going to sell it, right? So they're going to end up in a worse position. House is going to, keep on getting worse condition, keep on getting more taxes, right? So, I feel like you can educate people on the process and really what's going on. I think that's a big help for sure. So that's good. Nice.
Yeah, and just being upfront with somebody, not having any ill intention, just like, I want to be honest, man, your house could go for this much. That's just the truth, and just like that.
Nice. So do you know what the time frame was by the time you actually, submitted that deal and we actually got it closed? How long the process was?
I think it was the beginning of December, and then it closed I think a few days ago. So it was like a month. It was pretty quick, I'll be honest.
Went pretty good, yeah. I know we had to get a bunch of different people in there to show it because everyone was off a little bit on their price, but we're able to get someone, so that was good. Nice, man.
I'm just thankful that you have a platform like this, man, to be able to help people. Because like I said, I've honestly been scammed before, some other programs, but this is a partnership, which is good. So
yeah, I mean, it's cool, because like I said, we're in it together. I'm not here selling you anything, right? So we're essentially working for free. So if we don't, if it doesn't work out, we can't fulfill, then we don't get paid either. So, and I think that's really what it's all about, right? So we're not collecting anything up front. There's no way that, we can scam someone, so we're putting a lot on the line, and we're spending a lot of money on marketing and employees. As you can see, we have a lot of people over here, and so, we got to pay staff and people to get deals done. So cool, man. So how was the actual process working with us after you did submit it, communication and through the whole process? How did that go?
Yeah, another one of your team members, he sent me the joint venture agreement. I just signed it, and it was pretty quick. I sent it back to him, and then he said, I'll follow up with you once I speak to the seller again. And then things were just moving forward.
Yeah, one of the ways we're able to really over communicate and deliver on what we say we're going to do is we actually assign you a client relations specialist every time you do a deal with us. That we have direct communication with someone on my team to email, call, text, anytime you have questions. And their sole job is to give you updates pretty much every single day what's going on with your deal, because we are partners.
It was pretty smooth, I'll be honest. With the rough deal it was actually pretty smooth, just the way it flowed.
Yeah. Cool, man. I know, I appreciate it. Anything else you'd like to, say to someone who might be thinking about, joining or, considering, submitting a deal they need help with?
Yeah, like I said, if anyone's on the fence, man, just go for it. It's because there is no perfect time. There's only now. So just do it, man.
Yeah, it's cool. Another thing that's I like about it is, for people who are just starting off too, you don't have to know the whole process. So if you can figure out how to get a deal or get a lead, right? If you can find anyone, like you said, just go on Craigslist. If you can find a lead, we can do pretty much the rest for you. So, so if you have a full-time job or you have a lot of other stuff going on, it makes it nice, right? So we can handle all that.
Yeah.
You don't need to be stressed out trying to figure it all out. You do it part-time. So nice, man. I appreciate it. We're going to work that other lead for you. I don't know if we have any updates right now, but I know that we're working today. So I'll let you know. We'll be in touch probably next week of where we end up on that other lead. And hopefully we can get that one under contract for you as well.
Yeah, I think this one has a lot of room for good spread here. So yeah, looks pretty nice.
Nice, man. Well, good. Anything else?
Hope the Seahawks win today.
All right, man. Yeah, go watch that game, and good luck to you. And I'll be in touch next week. All right, man.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Have a good one.
That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. You can see what's possible and how we were able to partner with Miguel, and we profited over $6,000 on a deal. So if you need help on any type of deal, anywhere in the country, we can help you. All you have to do is go to PropertyAlly.com, and on there you can actually schedule a call with someone on my team, and we can discuss the partnership and how we can help you start closing deals, no matter what you need, all right? So make sure you do that now. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you leave me a comment down below. I love to hear your feedback. I answer all these personally, and I love to hear what you thought of this and maybe anything I can help you with. So make sure you go there now, and see you next time.